going on, everyone? Welcome back to No Chill Promos. And today I'm going to be talking about Stand and Deliver. I watched the show earlier, enjoyed it. I thought it was a good pay-per-view overall. And the first match was Shawn Spears versus Joe, not John Wayne Gacy. Missed it because I'm still not feeling good, still dealing with allergies. It's been kicking my ass. So I ended up missing the match, but I heard Joe went over, even though I guess Rich Holland ended up interfering in the match, which I thought he was retired. So I don't know what the whole point was in that segment. It's like dude pulled a Mark Henry and got no reaction. Come on, man. What's the end game here? So hey, regardless, Joe won because I know he's been jobbing out for a minute. I like Joe Gacy, so good for him. And Shawn Spears will be alright. I know he just got back, so he has to pay his dues. Put a few people over and shit, so yeah, I missed it, so I might go back and watch it later. And second match was the War Dogs, or whatever you call them, the Wolf Dogs, or it's the Wild Hogs. That's the other name that LeBron coined. But yeah, the Wolf Dogs, Baron Corbin, and LeBron Breaker, because I call him LeBron because I think that shit's hilarious. And he is talented. Motherfucker's just as athletic as LeBron. Shit. But yeah, it was the Wolf Dogs versus Nathan Frazier and Axiom. I call him Nate and Axe. So I like to call her tag team. It was a banger tag match. I was not expecting the Wild Dogs to go over here, honestly. Like, I know LeBron's on SmackDown. I mean, what's the point? And I don't get it. I don't understand. Like, bro's on SmackDown and NXT. So if he's on SmackDown, then have him drop the tag titles to someone else. Like, Nathan and Axiom could have used those belts. I believe the Wild Dogs beat them in the first place to win the belts in the finals. I believe. So, I don't know. I don't understand, but it was a good match. I enjoyed it. I'd rather see Nathan and Axiom be the tag champs, but this does. And I'd rather see bum-ass Corbin come back, because, I like both guys. I like, LeBron is the future, and Baron Corbin always liked. I think he's underrated. But bum-ass Corbin could have been, at one point, the biggest babyface in the business, I believe, because that was untapped potential right there with that gimmick. But hey, they're so dominant, so run things on NXT and the tag division, so hey, we'll see where it goes. The next match was the North American Championship against it was Oba Femi, Dijak, and Josh Briggs. I hope I said that name right. Oba Femi, I think that's how you say it. Yeah, it was a good triple threat big man match. I enjoyed it. They did a crazy false finish with Dijak and Oba, where people thought Dijak was going to win there for a second, which I'm all for Dijak winning some type of belt in NXT. This dude's been there for a minute. He's been putting on banger matches pretty much his whole time there. And I've been rocking with this dude since ROH, when he was in House of Truth with Jay Lethal. So I've been watching his career since then, and I always liked Dominic, or aka Dijak. I call him right now Big Boss Dijak, because he reminds me of a more athletic Big Boss man with his gimmick. So, but tonight wasn't his night, and I like Josh Briggs too. He's got potential. He is like a younger, more athletic JBL, John Bradshaw Layfield. So he has potential to grow and get better as well. But Femi shouldn't have lost here, and he retained as he should have. I believe this dude needs to be undefeated for quite some time because this dude's got it, man. He's the Emperor Obafemi, you know. Keep the belt on this dude, man. This dude's got it, man. This dude's a beast. So, good match. No complaints there. The next match was the six-woman tag match with Thea Hale, Kalani Jordan, and Fallon Henley versus Izzy Dame, JC Jane, and Kiana James. I like this match too. No complaints. Kalani, I believe, is the best worker out of the six. All these chicks have potential, really, on the main roster, especially Kalani and Thea and Fallon. Kalani is Kiana. Is it Kiana James? That's how you say it. Kiana and JC. Actually, all the heels on that team could be great heels on the main roster. Really, they all got it. You know. So I enjoyed the match. The right team won. Thea finally got her revenge from the storyline with JC and the Chase U University storyline. So no complaints. And right team went over. The next match was the Women's Championship, NXT Women's Championship match of Lyra Valkyria versus Roxanne. Now, going into this, I've never been a huge Roxanne Perez fan, and Lyra herself is okay too, but she's not my favorite on NXT. But Roxanne, I couldn't stand the whole happy-go-lucky gimmick when she was a babyface. Now, ever since she turned heel, this is the Roxanne I can get behind and support, because she's been killing it since she's turned heel. Yeah. There's either two options for Roxanne. It was either she was going to win here or get called up to the main roster, which, in my opinion, she already should have been called up to the main roster. But yeah, no. They got her down there still. And I guess she wants to get one more reign because her reign did get cut short due to injury. She is the champion that never lost the title, so I guess it makes sense for her to get the title back. Even though it's crazy because Lyra had help from Tatum Paxley, it still lost via tap out. That's crazy. That's a tough loss for her. So, hey, salute to Roxanne Perez. That was a banger match. The ladies went out there and did their thing. Even though I'm still spoiled by the Queen Amanita and Billy Stark's match. That match set the tone for women's wrestling, in my opinion. That match was excellent. Still can't get enough praise for that match. But yeah, Lyra and Roxanne did their thing, and big ups to Roxanne Perez for being a two-time NXT Women's Champion. Enjoying her heel work, and I hope she has a good, entertaining NXT reign. So, next match was the NXT World Title match between Ilya Dragunov and the Don, Tony D'Angelo. Yeah, this match, heading into it, I was highly anticipating because both these guys can go. Both these guys are awesome. Tony D, I believe, is underrated, and they gave him the Sopranos entrance. That was crazy to watch. I said, "Oh shit, look at that, man!" They should have went the whole way with the whole Sopranos thing, but I dig the Sopranos intro for him. You know, and that's my first time hearing his theme song. I guess he was debuted, I guess, a few weeks ago, but that's my first time hearing it. I liked it. I thought, there was a chance that the Don was going to go over here, but it wasn't meant to be. The Czar of NXT still reigning on top as the man of NXT, and they told the story. That Tony was trying to beat him straight up. He didn't want to cheat. He didn't want to resort to nefarious tactics to get the win here. He wanted to beat him man to man. Which gotta respect that, because he could have bullshit. He could have been on some bullshit, cheated, hitting brass knucks to the low blow at some point, but he wanted to win it fair and square. He lost. Yeah. It's not. It's still Ilya's time, man. I think they're setting up Trick Williams to be the one to beat Ilya for that belt, which I'm all for, man. Because Trick's he's that dude right now, man. He's one of the biggest baby faces in the company. Yeah, overall, good match between Ilya and Tony D. Tony D, he's gonna get that title at some point. I'll book it to where you have Trick beat Ilya for the belt, and then later on down the line, you have Tony D take the belt off of Trick. There you go, and then have Trick get called up to the main roster. And you have Tony D run things down to NXT for a bit, and then eventually call him up. That's what I would do. We'll see what Sean got cooking up down there in NXT. And that leads us to the main event of Carmelo Hayes versus Trick Williams, which is one of the best storylines that they got in the WWE, in my opinion. Not just NXT. That's one of the best storylines heading into WrestleMania. So, the match itself felt, I guess, kind of rushed, but it felt like they were holding back. It seems like, I guess they're going to run it back at some point at the next pay-per-view or PLE, whatever you want to call it. I call it pay-per-views. So I think they're going to run it back. Trick got the win here, as she should have, because Carmelo did hold him during his title match against Ilya back then. That crazy Shawn Michaels-esque heel turn. But yeah, he went out there, had a good match for what it was. So I was digging both entrances for Mello on his Killmonger shit, and Trick on his like Mike Tyson esque or Evander Holyfield-esque entrance there. That shit was dope. So yeah, all in all, I enjoyed Stand Deliver. I still believe NXT is the best product out of the 3 main shows in the WWE by far, not even close. And it was a good, solid pay-per-view overall. Get it an 8 out of 10, I'd say. Yeah, 8 out of 10 is good. So yeah, let me know your thoughts whenever whoever sees this or watches these videos. Let me know what your opinion was on Stand Deliver, man. And yeah, I'll see you guys later to the next video. Peace.